Good. All right, Braden, you ready? All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Assumption High School for tonight's Marywood South boys basketball matchup featuring the visiting Auburndale Eagles and the home Assumption Royals. Steve Maves, Paul Jaglinski, Braden Sutter, Olivia Zimmerman here with you tonight. It's a matchup in the midsection of the Marywood South. Both teams trying to find themselves here at the end of the first round of first go-round of the Marywood South. Assumption coming off of a tough loss. Auburndale coming in here tonight looking to get a big conference win here tonight on the road. And you know Coach Weinferter will have his boys ready on the road here tonight.
Yeah, Steve, Auburndale so far has played Marathon, the first-place team, the toughest of any of the squads around. And, again, tonight is one of those good reminders that there are no off nights when it comes to Marywood South Conference basketball. The Royals looking to go ahead and be a solid team in the D5 playoffs in their kind of sectional right now. The VIP rankings have them as a somewhere around a 5-6 seed. Auburndale looking more around that 4 side in the VIP rankings in D4, but once again in with Marathon, with Stratford, with a lot of those usual suspects along with Bonduelle and what have you in the sectional. So really a big conference ball game. And again, if anybody wants a chance to catch Marathon in the South, this is one that's an important game, not only for seeding purposes, but also for standings in the conference where you're going to want to get this one.
Today's pregame show brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. A lot of unfamiliar names. We've covered a couple of Auburndale games this year on Selesky Sports, but coming into tonight, if you are not familiar with Auburndale boys basketball, some unfamiliar names, but some ones that have been around for a while. Peyton Weinferter, the senior. Josh Lundgren, a senior. And then you have the tall guy, Will Akins, averaging about 12.5 points a game this year for Coach Weinferter. Coming off of a tough loss, Auburndale, at Rib Lake last week. But we've seen Rib Lake a couple of times. The boys are legit up there this year. But it's going to be a good battle here tonight. Always is between these two schools.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, Steve, one other, I guess, kind of shout out for all of the officials and folks tonight. Again, today is a big day as the WIAA released regional tournament playoff assignments. So you don't know your location, but you know your rounds and the nights that you're working for the 3 regional boys and girls rounds across the way. So congratulations to everybody who received tournament assignments. Again, we thank all of our officials for their multiple contributions.
Our Next Step Prosthetics pregame show, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. We'll mute ourselves and turn it over to Jeff Sullivan for our pregame announcements.
And our very own Royals of Assumption. Please rise for the prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best in each other. Please keep everyone safe from injury, harm, and disrespect. For our athletes, coaches, fans, and officials, give each of us the charity, humility, and courage to play, coach, cheer, and referee in a manner which is pleasing you, giving our absolute best for your glory and honor. Saint Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Place your hands over your heart, remain standing, and join in the playing of our national anthem.
All right, welcome back to Assumption. Get you ready for our matchup here tonight. Starting lineup: Peyton Weinferter, Ray Teska. You got 21 Josh Lundgren, 23 is Will Akins, and juniors Jackson Gruby for the Auburndale Eagles. Chad Weinferter, of course, the man at the helm for the Auburndale Eagles. For the Assumption Royals, they'll go Logan Nystrom, Chase Lieberg, JT Schlafer, Trey France, and in the middle is Ron Board for head coach Josh Pultz and the Assumption Royals. A lot of games on the network tonight, a lot of big-time matchups. Check them all out, SeleskySports.com, including the aforementioned Marathon Red Raider boys. They're hosting Stratford tonight. All 6 Merriwood South boys games on the network tonight. Stratford at Marathon, and Edgar is at Newman. Ready to go here. Will Akins jumping center against JT Schlafer as we get underway.
Akins is a nice-looking ball player, Steve. He's got a good-looking shot, about 6'4". Again, kind of looks like that next wave of player that has come through the Auburndale program underneath Coach Weinferter.
Yeah, they never seem to get any smaller. I'll always have height at Auburndale, that's for sure. Will just a junior as well for Coach Weinferter. He's got it now against Schlafer, man-to-man defense for the Royals, and an early foul on JT 10 seconds into this one. Ray Teska to inbound. Auburndale in their road blue uniforms. Again, made mention of it, but same officiating crew, had a 3-man officiating crew for JV tonight.
Well, you know, Steve, again, we started off talking a little bit about official assignments, but it's one of those deals harder and harder to go ahead and find officials, even for those JV games. So you find the other day up in Prentice, there's a 3-point shot.
For Lundgren off the mark and out of bounds to Assumption.
The other day up in Prentice, the same crew that worked the boys game worked the girls game in a varsity doubleheader. Tonight, the officials were kind enough to go ahead and help out working the JV game and the varsity ball game. Pretty common up in the UP. But unfortunately getting to be a little bit more common nowadays as the official shortage continues.
Assumption with their first possession. Lieberg at the free throw line. Now it's Trey France. He's open for a 3, and he buries it. Trey France starts the scoring for the Royals with a triple.
Good looking shot by Trey. Nice stop for Assumption. They get a stop in the defensive end and then come down and bang 3 in for a 3-0 lead.
Teska with it against Schlafer. Handoff motion offense. Akins out to Weinferter. Peyton puts his head down. Hands off again to Ray. Dribble drive in the lane. Akins back out. Lundgren. Josh drives. Akins open. Long 3 is good. Long motion for Will. That's tough to defend.
One of the things that you notice about his shot almost immediately, Steve, is his shot is way up above his head. It really makes that 6'4" frame impossible. And then he comes back on the other end, gets a tip, and here they come in transition.
Weinferter on the right side. We're tied at 3. Lundgren back out. Peyton open 3. Got it. Back-to-back triples for the Eagles.
Now, Steve, I know we didn't have it, but Auburndale led Marathon with about 9 minutes to go at Auburndale the first time. Is that correct?
They were up for quite a while. They're Ron Board off the mark. And bodies on the floor. Schlafer comes away with it somehow. Yeah, I mean, Auburndale played Marathon as usual. Very, very tough.
That was a good old-fashioned rugby scrum.
Oh, nice draw, rejected. Lundgren up ahead to Weinferter. Peyton's going to go to the line for 2, and JT Schlafer just picked up his second foul.
Now, that's pretty basketball to start the transition, and a huge foul call as that's Schlafer's second foul. I'll call it 2 minutes into the ballgame with 15:51 here to go.
Solaris is your hometown fiber internet provider. Just like our athletes bring their best to the court, we bring our best to your home. With lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet that never quits, stream, game, and connect without missing a beat. Get connected, stay connected at Solaris.net. Peyton with 5 quick ones here for Auburndale, and they jump out to an 8-3 lead. 8-0 run for the Eagles.
Coach Pultz choosing to stick with JT, even though the 2 early fouls. We'll see how long he keeps him on the floor.
1-3-1 defense, and Schlafer turns it over into the hands of Weinfurter. All the way to the basket, right hand. Nothing called that time. JT comes away with it, out of bounds to Assumption. And no argument there from Jackson Gruby.
Good hustle play, I thought, by both squads there, Steve, as Schlafer is going to go ahead and be discussed a little bit as he came up holding his back just a little bit. Looks like he's going to be fine. And we're going to resume play.
Yeah, nothing about the play. It's just the holding his back a little bit coming out of it. Trey France in the corner, 15 and a half to go. Skips it out to Schlafer against Lundgren, gets cut off. Back out Lieberg. A short corner for France and tipped away. Another turnover by Assumption. Teska back out. Lundgren to the basket. Against Board. Hands out to Teska. Baseline for Ray. He's going to get fouled on the drive by Ron Board.
Third early foul for Assumption here in the first 3 minutes. Auburndale doing a nice job of attacking the basket, being aggressive into the ballgame. Now comes number 2, Odin France. Going to come in for his brother, Trey France. So would that be wee-wee with France in and out? Or
Odin had a couple of nice JV minutes tonight. JV win for the Assumption boys. And going to be a traveling call on Jackson Gruby. And turnover back to the Assumption Royals. All games are live right now at ZaleskiSports.com. I think we're 12 or 13 tonight.
One of the top girls teams in the state, Arrowhead, on the network tonight. They are really taking it to a very high-quality Hartford team. If you get a chance to check out Arrowhead and Natalie Cousseau on the network, check her out, one of the leading Miss Wisconsin candidates.
Three-pointer for Schlafer, splashed in for 3. 8-6 Auburndale. Judy, we are working on it. We're getting working on getting the scoreboard up for you. Just saw your comment, Judy. Apologies for that, but Braden's working through it. Hands off to Akins. Lundgren's three-pointer, no good. Odin France with a nice rebound.
Odin with a nice job of boxing out, getting position in there.
Foul's going to be called on Peyton Weinfurter. His first, team's first here with 14-13 to go. Again, check them out. Bondwell at Wausau East boys, Stratford Marathon boys, Adams Friendship at DC Everest girls, Loyal at Columbus girls, Why We Get Amherst girls, East Merrill at Marshfield boys hockey, Spencer at Neelsville girls, Arrowhead Hartford girls, Crosstown rivalry, Eau Claire Memorial, Eau Claire North girls, Edgar at Newman boys, Fall Creek at McDonald boys. Chase Lieberg reverse slamp is good.
Ties us up here at 8, 13:55 to go. Nice working of the short corner and a reversal there by Lieberg.
And check out all of our games at ZaleskiSports.com. Our upcoming games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. There's a three-pointer for Teska. Is airballed, rebounded by Lundgren. Josh Lundgren misses. A rebound taken by France. He was looking for the contact against Schlafer, didn't get it, and missed the layup.
Are we sure that he just wasn't throwing a backside alley-oop there, Steve?
All the way to the basket. Finger rolls it in for Logan Nystrom. And Royals now on a 7-0 run themselves.
So Assumption started off in a man, but has quickly switched to a, we're going to call it a 2-1-2. I assume it's going to be a 2-3. But they're coming up real high to take away Akins up in the high post. So as a result, it kind of pulls that one up. So we're going to call it a 2-1-2.
Lundgren, the volleyball line. Teska in the left corner. Skips it all the way across to Weinfurter. Didn't pull the trigger. Peyton out to Lundgren. Teska goes baseline against Lieberg. Gets cut off. Back out to Lundgren to reset. 12:40 to go.
It's interesting that they have Akins up at the high post. And then working Gruby down at the low post.
Weinfurter couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Gruby for 2.
Coach Weinfurter wondering how that was not a foul, lobbying for officials. So both ways, you've got both coaches asking early tonight, Steve.
Nice from right at midcourt. Lieberg out to Schlafer. Quick release 3 for JT is off the front rim. Rebounded by Lieberg.
JT's such an effective player getting to the basket that sometimes I wonder if you're a coach, as Odin launches it for three, but comes up short. Sometimes I wonder as a coach if you don't live with him shooting the three. Not saying that he's not an excellent three-point shooter, but he gets to the basket so well, you kind of live, or you feel like you're better off to live, with him shooting that three-point shot than kind of beating it to the rim.
Lundgren on the left wing. Teska back over to Weinfurter. One of our favorite athletic directors, one of the best that we work with. Jay Anderson is in the building from Auburndale. Appreciate all of Jay's work and helping us out when we go up to Auburndale. Peyton Weinfurter on the right side. Teska tied at 10. Akins to the basket. Back out to Lundgren. Josh for three. Splashes it home.
Good inside-out basketball, high post, mid-post touch there, and then kicked it right back out when the help came. 13-10, Eagles over Royals here.
Schlafer at midcourt. Out to Lieberg in the right corner. Skips it across to Nystrom. In the corner for Odin France. Skips it back to the near side for Schlafer. JT's going to wind up again. Splash it again. A whistle after the made three is going to go on Chase Lieberg, I believe. On a box out bump. Yep, Chase will pick up the foul, fighting underneath with Ray Teska. Siler Schill comes in for Assumption. Like Carrie Vanner with State Farm, be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options. Come away with the right coverage for you. That's Carrie Vanner with State Farm in Wisconsin Rapids. Braden Peters in for JT Schlafer with 10:49 to go first half. Senior Peyton Weinfurter across the timeline for the Eagles.
Yeah, Steve, when I think about how long Coach Weinfurter has been in his program.
Peyton's open three.
Peyton Weinfurter for three, and then had a little bit of word for the crowd. I thought that was pretty nice. You got to love the rivalry of the Marywood South. Anyway, I was talking about when with Coach Weinfurter's tenure, it makes me think today of Mike Tomlin stepping away from the Steelers. Amazing on how both of those coaches have left a legacy on those programs.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing that they mentioned about Tomlin is that he wasn't fired, so the Steelers still have his rights. If he goes to TV for a couple of years, he can always come back if they let the other guy go. But they've only had three coaches in 80 years or whatever it is. So
one is to add the 2 and 2 to get 3 portion. Would you say this is the end of the Aaron Rodgers era with Tomlin moving on? Will Rodgers retire, or will he move on to a different team?
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's always talks about him going to Logan Nystrom, a long three all the way from Auburndale. Buries it. We're tied at 16. Yeah, there's always jokes about him going to Minnesota like Brett did, but I don't know if he would do that. So.
To complete the circle, but that's good thought by Akins. Unfortunately, Gruby was unable to handle it.
Royals' chance to take the lead here. Trevin Sievers in for the first time for Auburndale.
It was impressive to watch Houston last night. The Texans looked really good. So who do you got? We got timeout. We'll give you a little time to think about that, Steve.
Timeout taken by Assumption. 9:30 to go first half. We're tied at 16. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, 9.5 to go first half, and it's tied at 16.
Around the network, Marathon leading Stratford 20-13 tonight over in Marathon.
Coach Jacobson's got those boys winning again.
Yeah, the Marathon boys program, impressive year in and year out.
I remember It's been 15 years now, but my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, they knocked us out of the playoffs every year in high school. So Coach Jacobson wasn't there then, but they've always been good. That's for sure.
I've been in the area for 23 years, and I don't think I can ever remember a down team for Marathon during that time frame. Consistently, year in and year out, the Marathon Boys program always is competitive.
Logan Nystrom with it. Ray Teska and Chase Lieberg fighting underneath. Odin France down low to Lieberg on the right block. There's a foul on Teska. They've been fighting this possession, and it's going to be...
There were some fireworks, if you remember right, Steve, at Auburndale between these two squads last year. Physical basketball games, but again, two teams that are more than willing to get after it.
Nice from the inbound, 8.5 to go. It's Trey France, Lieberg. Out to Nystrom against Weinferter. Good defense there by Peyton.
Fun to watch him guard. Really an intense ball player with good fundamentals.
France to the baskets. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul on Odin France. Back to the Eagles it goes.
Indication is that he led and cleared out with the forearm there, Steve. So 16-16, 8 minutes and call it 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Pretty fast-moving first half so far. Good corner entry there. Akins with the kick out.
Trevin Sievers airballs the three and out of bounds off of Teska. And back to Assumption it goes. Shouldn't financial advice focus on you, your goals, and your dreams? Your Modern Woodmen of America representative can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. Call Scott Patrick at 715-424-1873 to start the conversation today.
Ron Board back in the ball game.
I was going to be on the drive to the basket. Jackson Gruby back into the game for Will Akins.
Akins, I think, has got a little blood on him, Steve. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, yep.
Not
a little. That's
I think that's what the indication there was.
Nice from a long three again. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Braden Peters. Peters backing up on Sievers. Wow, what an adjustment by Braden Peters.
Nice athletic play by Braden Peters with body control to put the layup back in, putting the Royals back up by 2, 18-16.
Braden Peters, our Zaleski Sports Player of the Game, in their win against Rochelt at the Herd Arena at the end of December. 8 first half points for Braden. Lundgren just right of the circle. There's an offense foul. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one to see on Trevin Sievers, leaning right into the defender on a screen. And into the game is Thomas Grayshak, the freshman for Coach Weinferter.
For those following along at home, Wisconsin now up 63-57 against Minnesota. Talk about a 3-game stretch that's been really important and impressive for a team.
Yeah, no doubt. Top of the key, Nystrom had Weinferter flying, but recovers nicely. Does Peyton with under 7 minutes to go. Nystrom all the way to the basket. Another finger roll for 2. Logan's got 7, and it's a 4-point Royal lead.
Nice controlled drive, good touch on that finger roll finish. Assumption doing a nice job. Now this is back to a man defense, did you say here?
I think so. I think when JT went out, they went back to man-to-man. Teska with it. Resets the offense with Weinferter. A foul on Ron Board on the push on the screen, his second. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service is where you'll get your car done right, from oil changes and new tires to brakes, engine trouble, and more. Look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. 6:20 to go. Board with 2 fouls. JT Schlafer 2 fouls for Assumption.
Next Royal foul will put Auburndale into the bonus. So something to keep an eye on with 6:20 to go.
Right side for Lundgren. Left it short. Rebounded by Trey France. Coach Paul says slow things down here with 6 minutes to go. Royals coming off of a tough loss at Prentice last week.
That Lord boy up there is impressive, Steve.
Trey France got fouled on the three-pointer. And Trey will head to the Serve Pro free throw line for the first time. Serve Pro free throw line. Call Serve Pro for the number one choice in Cleveland restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Trey will head to the line for 3.
My guess is that Gray Shack is going to be coming out, and we'll probably have a conversation with Coach Weinfurter that we do not fall three-point shooters.
Trey's first one is good, and he'll have to wait for the second shot.
Odin France got a little bit zealous as a freshman. He's like, "Oh, I get to come in the game." And the answer is nope, not until after the next one.
Trey 2 for 2 so far, and he will exit stage right. Will Thomas Grayshack as well as Jackson Gruby. Yep, Coach Weinfurter teaching right away, coaching right away.
Absolutely. Again, it's a lesson you probably only need to go ahead and hear once, but it's an important lesson nonetheless.
Trey 2 for 3 from the line, rebounded by Josh Lundgren for Auburndale. Teska open corner 3 off the back rim, rebounded by France. Good rebound there by Odin France. Will Akins will pick up the foul. No, this is 6th. 16 foul. Yep, they're ready. They're on it.
Bonus both ways. So the next foul by either team will have free throws for the remainder of the half. 5:44 to go. Royals up 22-16. And what's been a pretty well-played first half so far here, Steve.
Pressure put on for the first time really for Auburndale so far tonight. Nystrom against Weinfurter. Gets double teamed. Who almost double dribbled with it. Chase Lieberg.
And by almost, you mean he did double dribble and it wasn't called. But okay.
It looked awkward. Okay. If it looks awkward, it's usually a violation.
If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, 1, it's not going to the national title game, but 2, it's typically a duck. So
good drive there by Braden Peters. Rebound taken by Colton Brandel, number 2 for Auburndale. Right side for Weinfurter. Hands off, Lundgren open again, 3, front rim, rebounded by Odin France.
They've gotten plenty of good looks tonight, Steve, but unable to knock down those open threes.
Logan Nystrom into the front court, asking for a screen from Trey. Over to Odin, gets a screen from Braden Peters, picks up his dribble right away. Nystrom in front of the Auburndale bench, goes baseline against Weinfurter. Again, Peyton, outstanding defender. Quick feet for the very, very athletic three-sport athlete. Lieberg spins in the lane, left hand, left it short.
Ooh.
And just stepped on the end line and out of bounds to Auburndale.
Nice move there by Lieberg. He had a tough angle that he couldn't finish from, unfortunately.
For all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. You'll find advanced comprehensive orthopedic care and specialized medical feedback on any injury. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. At halftime, we'll get you score updates from around the Zaleski Sports Network tonight. Lundgren to the basket that time. Gets cut off. Three-pointer Akins. 3-6 around the rim and out. Back for the Royals, trying to extend the lead to the basket. Odin France. Hand down, man down, left short. Rebounded by Lundgren for Auburndale. 4 minutes to go. Timeout Auburndale. 22-16 Royals. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
.401 to go here in the first half. 22-16. Assumption on top here. Weinferter against Nystrom. Puts his head down to the basket. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Akins. Back out Teska. Ray. Brandel. Lundgren's going to try it again. That time got it to go. Josh got 6, couple of three-pointers.
Confident looking stroke by Lundgren, and it brings this back to a 3-point ball game. 3:34 to go here in the first half.
Nystrom with it against Weinferter. Jab step 3, got it. Logan buries the triple. He's got 10. Back out Teska to the basket. Back out Lundgren. Colton Brandel. Josh Lundgren. France jumped at it. Ray Teska, wide open 3. Back rim, no good. Rebounded by Odin France. Knocked away by Brandel. Layup is good for Akins.
Good extra effort by Brandel to go ahead and stick around with it. Knock that thing loose. Akins was able to recover it. 25-21, 2:43 to go here in the first half.
Nice from a screen from France. Crossover. Logan to the basket. Getting a call for the travel and turnover on Assumption with 2:35 to go. Tyler Schill back in for Assumption. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set it for a free consultation today. 4-point Royals lead, 2:25 to go. Near side, Lundgren, another open 3, left short. Rebounded by Teska, ball's on the floor. Odin France comes with it for Assumption. Turns it over into the hands of Lundgren.
Thought was good. Unfortunately, one extra dribble too many. Good transition defense, and the Royals come away with it. Up to Nystrom, and Nystrom brings it up the floor.
2 minutes left to go here in the first half. 25-21, Assumption on top. 10 points for Logan Nystrom here in the first half. Trey France traveled with it, yep. Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids is ready to construct your dreams. If you can dream it, Wirtz & Company will make it come true. Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids at 715-213-1281. And check them out at Wirtz & Company on Facebook.
For those following along at home, Wisconsin 71, Minnesota 65, 3 minutes, 31 seconds to go. Seeing if Wisconsin can go ahead and pull out a tough win at the barn.
Right side for Weinferter. Resets the offense, gets a screen from Akins. Switches sides on the screen. Goes baseline as Weinferter. Down low to Akins, overthrew him and intercepted by Odin France.
Trying to go ahead and isolate Akins down on the post. Unfortunately, a high pass that was unable to be controlled.
Odin France against Ray Teska, hands off. Logan Nystrom with 1:05 to go.
See if Coach Baltz with a minute here wants to go ahead and hold it for one.
Yeah, he traveled with it too. Off the foot of Akins and out of bounds, staying with Assumption. They get the happy feet, that's for sure, the last couple of possessions.
They're in a hurry to get things done.
Yeah. As they say, in a hurry to go nowhere with with a minute to go here in the first half.
Auburndale back to their 1-3-1 look.
Down low, Chase Lieberg wide open, couldn't finish. Two open that time for Chase. Up ahead, Ray Teska to Weinfurter. Josh Lundgren to the basket. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Odin France.
That's a curious decision by Lundgren there. He passed up the wide open three, then took a controlled shot, and ultimately shot a 6'8" footer that was off balance. I wonder if coach was just going to tell him, hey, shoot the open three.
Lieberg in the short corner, down to Odin France. Odin got tackled. Ooh, by Colton Brandel, and Odin France will head to the free throw line.
Again, nothing malicious about that play, just a good athletic play, got him up in the air, and Colton might be a high jumper.
Yeah.
He really had a big jump.
Timeout Assumption. 21 seconds to go. Odin France will be at the free throw line when we come back. You're watching boys basketball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Keegan Cavanaugh will check in here, he just checked in. Number 40 in the programs, number 13 on the court here for Assumption.
Number 1 in Joe Cavanaugh's heart, though.
Yeah.
So you've got Trey France, Chase Lieberg, Odin France, Keegan Cavanaugh, and Logan Nystrom in the ballgame.
Odin France' first free throw is good.
21 seconds to go here in the first half. Royals extend that lead 26-21 with a second free throw coming.
Odin France's second one is good. 2 for 2 for Odin France. 21 seconds to go.
6-point lead. Cavanaugh going to go ahead and face guard Weinfurt to the length of the floor.
Almost had a 10-second call there. Weinfurter out to Teska in the corner. Lundgren on the double screen for three, in and out. Rebounded by Akins, though. Puts his head down, no good. And that'll end the first half. It wouldn't have counted anyway. 27-21 Assumption at the break. You're watching boys basketball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids is ready to construct your dreams. Wirtz & Company will give you peace of mind with that much-needed roof repair. Have a remodel dream for what used to be your favorite room in the house? Living area, kitchen, bath, bedroom. If you can dream it, Wirtz & Company will make it come true. Wirtz & Company will also build your next home. Wirtz & Company of Wisconsin Rapids, 715-213-1281, and Wirtz & Company on Facebook.
Looking to buy flooring today? Shop R&R Flooring and Furniture. We have more flooring in stock and ready to go than the big box stores. Over 250,000 square feet.
That's right, over 250,000 square feet of luxury vinyl planking carpet in over 150 colors.
R&R guarantees you will find what you're looking for at a price you won't find anywhere else.
Grab your new floor today or schedule an installation.
When it comes to flooring, furniture, and mattresses,
it's easy.
Come to R&R Flooring and Furniture today. That's all it takes.
This is my home. I've grown up here. My grandparents always took very, very good care of the house. They worked so hard their whole life to keep things nice. You want to make sure that you're getting the job done correctly. You know it's a dirty job, a big job. When I went out there expecting chaos, and I just saw people on their hands and knees, like they literally picked up everything. Whether it was garbage they left or whether it was garbage that was there. It was a top-tier experience.
First half of the books here from Assumption. It is 27-21 in favor of the Assumption Royals. For 90 years, Valley Communities Credit Union has been part of your hometown team. Local, trusted, strong Valley Communities Credit Union, where communities come first. Federally insured by NCUA. First half scoring for Assumption, Logan Nation with 10. He's got a couple of three-pointers. Odin France has 2. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Chase Lieberg's got 2. JT Schlafer hit a pair of three-pointers. He's got 6. Brayden Peters has 2. Trey France has got 5. He hit a three-pointer and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. For Auburndale, Peyton Weinferter with 8. He hit 2 three-pointers and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Josh Lundgren hit a couple of three-pointers. He's got 6. Will Akins has got 5. He hit a three-pointer. And Jackson Gruby has 2 points for the Auburndale Eagles. So for some scores from around Zaleski Sports that I have written up here. 37-26, Bonduel over Wausau East in boys basketball. Marathon all over Stratford, 37-13 in boys basketball. Adams Friendship leads DC Evers 23-16. Columbus Catholic pounding Loyal tonight in girls basketball, 59-24. Amherst up 9, 25-16 on Waiwika Fremont. Marshfield boys hockey with a 1-0 lead over the East Merrill Blue Jacks. And Neilsville girls 39, Spencer 12 at halftime. Down in Hartford, it is Arrowhead 55, Hartford 28. Over in the Eau Claire Valley area, oh my goodness. Eau Claire Memorial 51, Eau Claire North 8. Ooh. With 90 seconds to go in the first half. My goodness. Up in Wausau, Newman Catholic and Edgar, it's Edgar 33, Newman Catholic 30. Now it's tied 33-33, 16 minutes to go in that game. And it is McDowell Central Catholic 25 and Fall Creek 21 in boys basketball. They are just underway in the second half. A bunch of games coming up on Thursday as well. Check them all out, ZaleskiSports.com. Oh, not as many as I thought, honestly. It's Kaukauna Wrestling Triple Duels, or some big wrestling meet at Kaukauna on Thursday. Neilsville is at Loyal in boys basketball. Columbus Catholic travels to Owen Withy. Port Edwards is at Pacelli in boys basketball. Wausau West is at Marshfield in boys hockey. Wisconsin Rapids travels to DC Evers for boys hockey. Menominee takes on Marshfield in girls basketball. Stratford will come here to Assumption. A 6:30 start. New start time will be Stratford at Assumption girls basketball. Marathon travels to Newman Catholic. We'll take another break, come back with a couple of minutes here, and then take a look at get you ready for second half action here at Assumption. 27-21, Royals on top over the Auburndale Eagles at halftime. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan. Give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At Nicolet Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at NicoletBank.com. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School. Steve Mays, Paul J. Glinsky, Braden Sutter, Olivia Zimmerman. We close in on 8 o'clock here in central Wisconsin. Man, I'm looking forward to it when it's May, June, July, when it's still bright out at 8 o'clock. Looking forward to it. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors who guarantee quality you can trust.
Blackwell just knocked down a free throw to put Wisconsin up 73. Knocked down 2 free throws, 74-70, 28.5 seconds left to go over at the barn.
There was a time there when, it's been quite a while now, I think it was even before the Sam Decker years, when Bo Ryan was coaching, and they were like the #1 team. Trey France, wow, couldn't finish. Chase Lieberg, the offensive rebound, turns in the lane, left short again, tipped around, and taken by Weinfurter. But there was a time there when Wisconsin was #1 in the country in free throws, and they just would never miss. And couple big free throws there for the Badgers. In the lane, Akins, near side, Teska. Schlafer is against Gruby now. Weinfurter in the corner against Nystrom. Akins against Lieberg. 45 seconds gone by, second half. Lundgren open 3 off the mark. Teska didn't get boxed out. Throws it into the hands of Chase Lieberg.
And up the floor comes JT.
Body's all over the floor. Keeps it in bounds. What a pass from Ron Board. Oh, just couldn't finish. Rebounded by Gruby.
Boy, that's one that you hardly ever see. Ron Board with a great pass. Yeah. Found Nystrom, who didn't have anybody near him for a change. Unfortunately, was unable to knock it in.
Akins.
You don't want to do that too often with that young man. That's typically 3 points.
Lundgren's going to try it again. Off of the mark again. Akins with the offense rebound. Out to Teska. Lundgren to the basket. Down low, Gruby on the right block. And threw it into the backcourt. Another turnover on Auburndale with 16.5 to go. Ritchie Funeral Home has been serving family after family in Acusa and Wisconsin Rapids since 1957. Find the very best in personal service at Ritchie Funeral Home or find them online, ritchiefuneralhome.com.
Coach Weinfurter quite upset with Gruby. He had an opportunity there if he spun back towards the basket to finish. Unfortunately, turned it over. So we're a minute and a half here in the first half, 27-21. Then a little bit of a slow start to the second half.
Trey France out to Schlafer. for 3. Gave him some room, unable to finish. 16-15 to go. Akins all the way to the basket. Good move there by the big fella. Will Akins for 2. Yeah, I thought Sean was cheering that he made that basket, but Wisconsin walked it off. Ron Board out to Trey France to the basket. Dipsy-do, unable to get it to go. Oh, you're a little behind there.
Apparently, I do not have a Solaris internet. I do not have the fastest of the Wi-Fi, but it appears like Wisconsin's going to go ahead and pull it out, which is good. We should probably focus back on the ball game here.
Yeah, it just synced up so well. Will Akins went coast to coast, and then Sean down here is cheering like he's cheering for Auburndale.
It worked out to be well. I was thinking the same thing, and then I was trying to look over his shoulder as I saw that Wisconsin was playing on the phone, and I'm like, why am I so far behind? So I don't know. It's technical difficulties all around here, Steve.
Owen France for 3. Short, rebounded by Schlafer for 2. JT on the offense rebound.
Nice job by JT going ahead and come up with that. 29-23, 15-20 to go here in the second half. Royals with the lead by 6.
Weinfurter out to Lundgren. In the corner for Teska. Weinfurter again on the left wing. Against Nystrom, goes baseline, gets cut off. Akins against Lieberg. Lundgren on the right side. Akins open three-pointer in the corner, left short, rebounded by Odin France. Foul is going to be called on Jackson Gruby for Auburndale.
Really a nice-looking play that Coach Weinfurter had set up there where Weinfurter set a screen for Akins, who kind of ducked in behind him in the corner, found a good-looking shot, unfortunately was unable to knock it down. Nice rebound by Assumption, and the Royals bring the ball back down, up 6.
15 minutes to go, 29-23 Assumption. These two teams meet again at the end of February up in Auburndale. Schlafer for 3. Back rim, tipped around, rebounded by Akins again. Up ahead, Teska. Teska down to Akins. Will left it short. Rebound ripped away by Lieberg. Owen France up ahead to Schlafer.
No, that's a Merriwood South ball game. You had 4 kids on the floor, and we kept playing. That was outstanding.
Ron Board out to Owen France. Lieberg's going to get fouled on the drive. Ray Teska continues to battle down to the post on the defensive end earlier it was against Lieberg, now against Schlafer with 14-12 to go. 6-point Royals lead. Trying to get a big conference win here tonight. Out. Going to be a double foul.
Looks like number 24, Ron Board, and number 32, Gruby of Auburndale, maybe?
21. It'll go on Lundgren.
Nope. They're going to come up and correct it. 21 was not in the play. It's got to be 32. And they're going to correct it. 32. Yep.
Just like offsetting penalties, we'll replay the down with 14-12 to go. Ron Board out to Odin France. JT Schlafer.
The intensity is definitely picked up a little bit, Steve. How about that? I think at a minimum.
Wow, what a move. JT right past Teska. The little rip through for Schlafer. It's 8-point Royals lead.
He zigged when he should have zagged, and before you know it, JT was explosive and went and got the finish.
Lundgren.
8 points is the largest lead that we've had in this ball game either way, right, Steve?
I believe so, yep. Akins out to Teska, baseline. Ray tipped on the pass to Lundgren. Josh on the left wing. 13.5 to go. Good job by Ron Board this possession, not allowing Peyton Weinfurter to get the ball. Teska drives to the basket all the way, gets stopped by Schlafer on the right block. Back out to Lundgren.
Schlafer did a great job of staying vertical there and not picking up his third foul.
Akins to the left block, traveled with it, turns it over. Econ Electric is your local residential, commercial, and industrial electrical service provider. Since 1970, people have turned to Econ Electric. That's Econ Electric in Wisconsin Rapids. Braden Peters will check in for Ron Board. Ron's been fighting here in the second half, getting a quick breather for the senior.
Ron's given such good minutes and such great energy all year long. He's really been impressive to watch, Steve.
13-10 to go. Nystrom bringing the ball up here. Up by 8. Braden Peters with it. Odin France. Left side for Nystrom. Out to Schlafer again against Teska. To the basket. Good defense there by Ray. Ball's loose, still loose. Ball's on the floor, and Akins comes away with it. Will to the basket. Finger roll, he couldn't get it to go. Lost his footing. Up ahead to Peters. Spins in the lane. Back out Schlafer, open 3. Got it! JT Schlafer buries the triple. Timeout Auburndale. 34-23 Assumption. 12:27 to go. Royals lead by 11. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Oh, welcome back to Assumption High School here in Wisconsin Rapids.
Around the network, Edgar now up 10 points over Newman Catholic, 48-38. Over at Wausau East, Bonduel 53, Wausau East 26. That's a pretty impressive victory, or potential victory on the road for Bonduel.
Yep.
That clash between them and Marathon in the sectional looks to be pretty impressive coming up.
Be another crazy sectional final for sure. They played at DC Everest a couple of years ago in a sectional final. That was when Marathon, I think, lost to Kenosha St. Joe's in the semifinals at state.
Was that the year that Marathon scored like 4 points in the first half down at state?
It could have been, yeah.
Okay.
Lundgren on the left side, hands off to Teska. Odin France all over him. Akins for 3 off the mark, rebounded by Odin.
Nice box out there by Braden Peters. Good legal position, but took his assignment, if you will, all the way out of bounds.
Schlafer again all the way to the basket.
Controlled drive, great body control, excellent job getting the basket. 36-23. Assumption has now extended this lead to 13 points.
It just goes to show you how important the role players played in that first half when JT was out with his fouls and stepping up here in the second half, scoring the basketball. 11-11 to go in the ball game. Weinfurter all the way to the basket. Strong take for the senior. He's got 10.
Weinfurter and Lieberg afterwards get a little bit tied up.
Now into the three-quarters court. Zone defense here for Auburndale. Odin France in the corner, skips out to JT Schlafer. Had Weinfurter flying past him, too strong. And rebounded by Chase Lieberg. He got fouled, and Chase led to the serve throw free throw line. What a great position there for Chase on the offensive rebound.
Outstanding battle, worked hard, rewarded himself not only with the rebound, but then the strong putback, got himself to the
serve pro free throw line.
There we go.
Yep. Ron Board and Trey France will check in. First one for Chase is silky smooth. And Colton Brandel in for Auburndale.
Silky smooth, good enough for Chase Lieberg and the Zohan. Paul Mitchell's a little bit upset. Besides that, everybody else is happy. So. I washed the hair, Mr. Paul Mitchell.
Chase Lieberg is 2 for 2 from the line. He's got 4 tonight. Royals up by 13. Josh Lundgren against Ron Board. Weinfurter, corner 3, front rim no good. Akins jumped way too early. Ron Board with the interception. Odin France comes away with it. Logan Nystrom getting a breather that he didn't get in that first half. Trey France, corner three is good. The fist bump that time from JT Schlafer on the assist.
Good transition three. Nice spacing. Trey France with the second three-point contest or make of the ball game.
Foul on Weinfurter was fouled on his drive by Odin France. That'll be his second. 10-10 to go, 41-25 Assumption. Weinfurter to inbound. Brandel out to Lundgren. Weinfurter for three. Off the front rim. Good box out that time by JT. That'll be a point of emphasis maybe that if Assumption's able to hold on, talk to Coach Pultz about the defensive rebounding tonight against a pretty lanky Auburndale team.
The Eagles have had multiple looks, Steve, but they've either gone cold or have just not gotten taken a look at it. On the flip side of it, Assumption has really done a great job of getting to the basket in this half as they've extended to 18. Another nice finish by Chase Lieberg here. But again, they're shooting 2 4-footers, which is exactly where you want to be.
Teska off the mark, rebounded by Schlafer. JT another rebound, 9:20 to go against Colton Brandel. Kicks it out, France. Into Lieberg, back out to Schlafer. Trey France, what a pass again. Odin France for three. Ron Board with an offensive rebound, can't get it to go. But Ron will head to the Surf Pro free throw line. Ron's had some nice passes tonight, getting his shooters open.
Good ball movement against the zone. One of those deals where you're doing a nice job of making it shift, working it inside out, finding just about any look they want.
Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home, roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. You're the reason that he just missed that free throw. You sneezed and got him off a Braden's fault.
So I've heard of the announcer's jinx. Is that like an announcer's sneeze? How does that?
Yeah, that's the producer.
Braden says it's not his fault.
It's not his
it's
fault.
not his fault.
Ron 0 for 2 from the free throw line.
If he scared him, would it be a booger? All right, anyway, enough of that. 9 minutes to go here as we enter the official fourth quarter of the ball game. Assumption up 18, building a comfortable lead here in the second half.
Foul's going to be called on Ron Board. A little too aggressive on that one. Ron picks up his fourth here with 8:51 to go. Tried to do the courtesy of saying my bad to Josh Lundgren, and Josh really wasn't in the mood for it.
Well, I'm sure it's been a pretty frustrating half.
Yep.
This was a 6-point ball game at the half, and I believe that in the first now 9+ minutes, Auburndale's only scored 4 points. I think it was 27-21 at the half. So not something you're used to seeing from either Auburndale or Coach Weinfurter's teams.
Yep. Yeah, and like you mentioned, they've had a lot of looks. They've had a lot of open shots. Just unable to finish them off here tonight. Logan Nystrom's defense. Oh, it's going to be a timeout. Auburndale with 8:37 to go. 43-25 Assumption. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Appreciate our friends at Mid-State and all of our sponsors bringing these games live and free on Zaleski Sports. Had close to 300 boys games last year. Probably won't get all the way there this year, but we'll still have a lot. Josh Lundgren short on the three. Schlafer flies high for the rebound. But we can't do it without our sponsors, that's for sure, and we thank them all. We thank all of our viewers and listeners as well. School administrations, athletic directors, coaches, players. It's a major major operation. We appreciate them all, that's for sure. Royals lead 43-25. Royals no rush right now. Oh, Nystrom's going to let a three fly. And rebounded by Braden Peters. Peters could have just shot it. He outlets it to JT Schlafer. Schlafer out to Trey France. Down low to Peters. Back out. JT, a long three. Well short. Trey France flies off the back of the backboard, but he stepped on the end line anyway.
Love the hustle, though. It's a great instinctual play, trying to go ahead and work hard, save it underneath his own basket. Nice play, just didn't work out.
Nakusha Port Edward State Bank proudly supports our local athletes and their families, from business to personal banking and everywhere in between. Let Nakusha Port Edward State Bank work for you. 7:20 to go here in the second half. In the front court for Weinfurter. Hands it off to Brandel. Back out to Grayshak, and the freshman puts it in for two.
Nice looking drive by Grayshak. He took it with that left-handed finish. Real patient to go ahead and drive the lane. 43-27, 7 minutes to go here in the ballgame.
Back into that zone defense are the Eagles. Trey France out to Logan Nystrom. They left him wide open. Ooh. And there's going to be a foul on Chase Lieberg on the rebound.
They did leave him wide open, Steve, but they also left him wide open 3-4 feet behind the three-point line. So
that's true.
It was one of those deals where, I again, certainly within Logan's range, but one of those deals where we're definitely at the edge of it.
ShedsDeliver.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. Get more information at ShedsDeliver.com. Peyton Weinfurter on the right wing. Back out to Grayshak. Hands off to Brandel. Sievers against Schlafer. Trevin, good pass down to Colton Brandel. Left it short, though. And fought for between Lieberg and Gruby, and Odin France comes away with it. Bad pass there by Logan Nystrom. That one just floated over the head of Trey France. Mutual of Watson Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualwatson.com. Find an agent near you. Coach Balt's unhappy with that pass.
Again, I think Coach Baltz is trying to go ahead and remind him time and score. At this point, up 16, not necessarily in a hurry, but again, trying to throw it ahead, continue to be aggressive.
Yeah, foul in the posts. Go on Chase Lieberg. That'll be his third. Team foul number 5 on Assumption. Here with 5:53 remaining. I was blocked. It looked like 3. 5:59.
Potato.
Yeah, they got the stanchion of the basket in the way. Down low to Sievers, back out. Grayshak, foot on the line, and rebounded by Ron Board. Ron's got 4 fouls. Chase Lieberg with 3.
Grayshak actually shot that with his wrong hand, so it was, or I guess maybe it would be left-handed. We'll see.
Schlafer, what a pass down to Nystrom. They reset to the Royals with 5:30 to go.
Maybe it's only left-handed golfers that hit it with the wrong club. I'm not really quite sure how that works. Again, Assumption's going to be happy, I think, to go ahead and work some clock here until they can find themselves a layup.
Pass down to Nystrom, left it short, rebounded by Trevin Sievers, and Ron Board is just fouled out of the game with 5:14 to go here in this one. Team foul number 6 on Assumption. And Ron plays with a lot of passion and aggressiveness, and obviously at times that'll get you into a little bit of trouble. And Ron has fouled out here with 5:14 to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the effort and the contributions tonight from Ron, truly outstanding.
5:05 to go, 43-27.
He carries one of the biggest water jugs. He's got like a gallon of water over there that he's going through.
Yeah, just a milk jug that he fills up with water. Grayshack for three. Airballed it. Rebounded by Odin France. Tipped around. Schlafer comes down with it. Foul is going to be called on Colton Brandel. Team foul number 6 on Auburndale. Will be in the bonus the rest of the way for both teams. Next up, Prosthetics. Providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. I like all the hand signals that the refs give each other. Just
well, so the double is 16 fouls, so you have bonus, and the hang 10 is typically hey, bonus both ways. Next foul means we're going to be shooting free throws. Every now and then you'll see a double fist bumps, and now that's hey, we're shooting 2 or both ways.
And France left the three-pointer short. That's going to be a jump ball. That might have been our first jump ball of the night. It's going to go to Auburndale with 4:28 to go.
Yeah, it's been interesting, Steve.
Second,
It's been a pretty physical contest, but the game has had really excellent flow.
Yep. Josh Lundgren, Ray Teska back in for Auburndale.
We have not seen Akins in a pretty fair amount of time of this game, Steve. I wonder, again, he went out early with that bloody nose or
mouth,
whatever it was, and haven't necessarily seen him since. I wonder if there's some ill effects from that or why we have not.
Lundgren, Weinfurter, open corner three, left it short. Another missed three-pointer by the Eagles.
6 total points for the Eagles here in the second half, Steve. This game was 27-21 at the half, very competitive, and Auburndale has just gone ice cold from the floor. They've had multiple good looks, but they've just not been able to knock anything down.
Peters at midcourt, nearly dribbled it in the backcourt. 4 minutes to go. Kicks it out to Owen France. It was a rocket pass by Schlafer and turns it over. Brandel in the corner. Back out Teska, Lundgren. And foul is going to be called on the hold on Chase Lieberg, and Josh Lundgren will head to the free throw line for bonus here in the second half. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Place your comfort at home as their highest priority. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. It's been pretty nice weather out the last couple days. That is going to end tomorrow pretty quickly as Lundgren makes the first free throw. It was nice while it lasted, but it's going to come to an abrupt end real fast.
Well, it's going to be beautiful in South Beach for the national title game. Who you got in that one, Steve? Are you taking Indiana or the Hurricanes?
Well, I'd love to see Indiana do it just because of the story, but also Miami, a 10 seed, getting the job done too. It's
I think it's been I think this year has been a much more interesting college football playoff than what it has potentially been in years past.
Schlafer turns it over to Weinfurter. Got blocked, and Peyton Weinfurter will head to the free throw line. Talk about the ill scoring of Auburndale here in the second half. Assumption has gone a long time without putting the ball in the basket. They've been stuck on 43 for quite a while.
So, Steve, it's an interesting question. They had pretty good offensive flow going, and then it seemed like they got to a spot where they got up 13, 18 points, whatever it was, and then they were kind of content to spread the floor, slow it down.
Yep.
So, again, with a made free throw here, it becomes 43-31, a 12-point contest, 3:28 to go. A little bit closer than maybe what it had been, to your point. It's just offensively, it's not been a real smooth second half.
It is 43-31. Talking about the weather, high of 20 degrees tomorrow. Next Monday, Martin Luther King Day, a high of 4 degrees.
Ooh.
Braden Peters with it. Out to Logan Nystrom with 3:15 to go.
Steve, the other difference that you've seen at this point is Ron Board falling out.
Yep.
He was responsible for a lot of passes and energy plays, so that also makes a difference. Timeout Assumption.
3:13 to go. 43-31 Royals. You're watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Assumption. 3:13 to go. 12-point game, 43-31 Royals.
Steve,
on top.
Did you see that Metallica is finalizing a residency out in Las Vegas?
Seems like everybody does that.
I'm telling you, I'm not sure it gets much better than Metallica playing residency in Vegas. I would be very, very, very excited. Sarah and I will be making a trip.
Chase Lieberg heading to line for bonus throws here with 3:07. Braden shakes his head in agreement about that statement.
Also, a little shout out to friend of the program, Brian Roos of Whitetail Properties, in the crowd tonight. Good to see Brian now out and about. Really a great crowd here for both Auburndale and Marathon, taking in a good high school basketball game.
Yeah, it helps a lot that neither girls' teams are playing tonight and able to come down here. Nice smooth trip down from Auburndale to Wisconsin Rapids. Not too bad.
Good weather outside. The roads were in good shape. When the girls came down here, that was not the case that night.
Lundgren in the lane. Out to Teska. Hands it off. Lundgren, top of the key. 3. Got it.
Steve, we're back to within single digits. 43-34, 2:45 to go. 9-point contest. After trailing by as many as 18, here come those Eagles.
9-0 run for Auburndale. Again, Assumption has not scored in a long time.
And they're doing this once again with Akins on the bench.
Out to Nystrom. Kicked on the pass by Weinferter with 2:28 to go. And no Akins for Auburndale. Ron Board fouled out with 5:14 to go. Into the backcourt for Assumption with 2:25 left. Up ahead to France, down low to Lieberg. Chase, layup is good. Extend that defense, opens up layups. Assumption scores for the first time in quite a while.
Good execution against that 1-3-1.
Back out, Brandel to the baseline. Spins, Lundgren open again from the top of the key, off the mark. Rebounded by Odin France, up ahead to Logan Nystrom with 2 minutes to go.
When Lundgren looks back at this game film, he's going to be disappointed because he had multiple good looks at 3 that just were unable to fall.
Schlafer pass up to France for 2.
That's where JT is absolutely at his best. Open floor, just creating, making plays. Once again, Assumption has picked up the pace of play and been able to go ahead and get that score back in. 47-34, back to a 13-point lead.
Yeah, JT laying all over Ray Teska, and that'll be his 4th foul. Williams Plumbing and Heating is locally owned and operated right here in Wisconsin Rapids. For all your plumbing and heating needs, why like anywhere else, call Williams Plumbing and Heating. Find them online at williamsplumbingwr.com. Teska at the line for 1-1, looking for his first points tonight. Ray's first one left well short. Rebounded by Odin France with 95 seconds left. Lieberg up ahead to Nystrom. France on the sidelines. And JT near midcourt. Dribbles through the congestion, gets triple teamed. Down low to Lieberg.
Pass.
A continuation. Will they give him continuation or not? Hands still up. No. Be 1-1 coming forward. Chase Lieberg here. With 1:21 to go, and Jackson Gruby is fouled out. Even when the big guy Gruby comes out, Akins does not sub back in here for Auburndale.
Heck of a pass there by JT. Dribble it down to kind of the corner wing, got himself in a little bit of a trap, and as opposed to feel the pressure, just went ahead and dumped that thing off for a nice little find Lieberg.
Chase's free throw no good. Rebounded by Odin France. Big rebound. France down low to Lieberg. He got fouled on the floor, and he'll head to the line for bonus throws again.
Tell you what, Steve, Oden's a nice-looking freshman for Rapids Assumption. You're going to go ahead and see him, I think, do some really special things over the course of his high school career.
Still 1-1 here for Chase at the Surf Pro free throw line. I'm not sure if you could hear it through the mic or not, but head coach Josh Paltz looks at his senior captain or his senior leader and says, JT, no fouls. 70 seconds to go. Lundgren, 10-foot runner is good. Josh had a good night, 13 points, but he has left a lot of points on the floor.
He's just had a lot of good looks, Steve. I mean, he's done a great job of finding his own shot. And again, to your point, 13 points is a nice night, but this is one of those moments where he's going to look back and go, boy, I could have had this significantly more. Another great find by JT.
Coach Paul takes a timeout. JT threaded the needle on that pass. We got more commercials, or are we good? We're good. We'll keep it here. 48.2 seconds to go, an 11-point Royals lead. As the Royals back in action again. Let's take a look here.
I think on Friday they play Newman Catholic on Friday, and then I think they go over to Pacelli on Saturday.
Yeah, they head up to Wausau on Friday night on Zaleski Sports, and then they'll have a trip over to Stevens Point against Pacelli, and then they don't play again until the next Friday against when they host Athens. Brandon Burencott will be here for that night. Assumption and Athens boys as I travel down to Milwaukee for the Pfizer boys basketball showcase or whatever put on by the Bucks.
That's
be a long day.
5-6 ball games that day, right? 6 ball games that day.
6 games starting at 10 a.m.
And some absolutely premier games in the state, right?
Yeah. Yep. There's I think Slinger and Freedom might be one of them, and those are two of the top teams in the entire state. We'll go through them here. That's next Saturday, the 24th. The Prairie School in Seymour, West Superior, Racine Lutheran, Lodi, Mount Horeb, Kaukauna, Oregon, Freedom and Slinger, and Arrowhead West Allis Central. One to look at as well. A lot of good games down there next Saturday. We got about 35 seconds to go. Key Savings Bank postgame show will wrap up our broadcast here tonight as JT sails that one over the head of Braden Peters. Have an opportunity to talk to head coach Josh Paltz. I'll pick a player of the game as well.
You know, if I could make a suggestion, I know he fouled out, but again, I thought Ron Board really played a good ball game and brought a lot of really positive energy for the Royals tonight.
Teska corner 3, airballed off of Odin France with 20 seconds to go. Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely one to consider for sure. As you mentioned, there's a pretty good crowd here tonight in Wisconsin Rapids. Again, these two teams will play again. There's 2 for Grayshack with 15 seconds to go. These two teams again will play I think the last game of the year. That one's intercepted. There'll be, again, Assumption at Auburndale on the 23rd. A block to end it by Schlafer on Peyton Weinfurter. And that is how the night will end here from Wisconsin Rapids. 47-38, Assumption with the win here tonight, picking up a big conference win over the Auburndale Eagles. You've been watching boys basketball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com. Key Savings Bank postgame show coming up next here on Zaleski Sports.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm doing, they're like, oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events. So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when we bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for the local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings Bank a part of this community. We think that's very important.
All right, welcome back to Assumption High School Royals with a big conference win here tonight. Coach, I was supposed to ask you the first question. Calling timeouts when you score points. Just talk about that.
Maybe Matt LaFleur could learn something on that one about using your timeouts, when to and not to. Yeah, that one, I thought we were going to turn that one over, and it was in midair, and Logan caught it, and I'm like, that's too late. Yeah, that was a bummer.
But nonetheless, big conference win tonight against a really good Auburndale team. Just talk about getting the win here tonight.
Yeah, it starts and ends with our defense. We've been so inconsistent on that side of the floor, and that's why our record is what it is. So I challenged the boys yesterday at practice. We had a great practice, and tonight I thought we played great defense. Auburndale did miss a lot of threes, but then we turned around and rebounded the ball really well. Owen France, freshman, had 15 rebounds tonight. That's phenomenal, and that's what it takes to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And the defensive effort tonight. Talk to Ron here in a second. Everybody's stepping up in the first half when Ron and JT were on the bench. Just talk about the guys stepping up again.
Yeah, that's a special thing about this group. We can play 9-10 kids, and I feel comfortable doing that. And they show up every day too in practice. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, 5 kids get to play a lot, but in games like this, it just proves how deep we are, and it's an exciting thing.
Coming up on a back-to-back, Newman on Friday, going to Pacelli on Saturday. You guys have had a lot of days off. Now you get back into the rhythm of playing. How important is it going to be to get those games?
Yeah, it's huge. Just to get in rhythm here, it'd be nice to stack a couple wins. We win tonight, obviously, and now we're looking forward to Newman. We're about Pacelli Saturday morning. But yeah, it's great for the kids. I mean, everyone gets sick of practice at some point, and they just want to go play against somebody else. So yeah, we're looking to stack good practices. We got 2 more this week, and then we'll see what happens next week.
Perfect. Thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
Appreciate you. Bringing our Celestia Sports Player of the Game, Ron Board. Ron, Coach mentioned it, and he has all year, the defensive effort that you guys put together. We talked about it on the broadcast. You guarded just about everybody on the floor tonight. Just talk about your presence and what you bring to the floor on defense, especially.
I just try to do all the little things that Coach preaches about pregame, practice. We drill defense a lot, so it's just like something that I pride myself in. I'm not necessarily the best scorer, and so defense and rebounding and just hustle plays is how I can make my presence known on the floor. So I just try to do that to the best of my ability whenever I'm out there and go as hard as I can.
After a tough loss last week up at Prentice, able to come home, get a win on your home floor. How important is it confidence-wise as a team to get a win against a good Auburndale team?
It's invaluable. You can't. Come into these games against these teams in the Marywood South. Every game's can be a battle. So when you see a good team like Auburndale and you can come in and come out hot and then just kind of maintain that and then finish strong, it's huge.
We've joked about it on the broadcast, Braden and I, the aggressiveness that you have on your jump stops. I appreciate the aggressiveness on your jump stops. Just talk about what goes into that.
I just try to play aggressive at all times. I just try to go as hard as I can, and sometimes you get a little fired up, and you just kind of just come down hard, and it's just how it goes.
All right, we'll put you in the house. All right.
Sounds good. All right. I'm Ron Board, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Steve.
See ya. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here tonight. 47-38 Royals over Auburndale here tonight. We'll be right back with you here on Thursday night. It's Stratford Assumption Girls at 6:30. It's a new start time, 6:30 p.m. No JV game on Thursday here at Assumption High School. For Paul Jaglinski, Braden Sutter, Olivia Zimmerman, this is C-Map signing off. Have a blessed night. We'll talk to you again on Thursday here on Celestia Sports.